US President Joe Biden is flying to Europe with a singular goal: to rally the democracies of the world against America's rivals, China and Russia. Even before he embarked on this crucial tour, the American president was sending out feelers to his allies. He wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post where he laid out his agenda. This is what Joe Biden wrote. I'm quoting: "The world's major democracies will be offering a high standard alternative to China for upgrading physical, digital and health infrastructure that is more resilient and supports global development." This was a clear declaration of the president's intentions. Joe Biden is hoping to shore up American alliances in Europe. He has two important meetings at the NATO and at the European Union before he heads to Geneva for a meeting with his Russian counterpart. Joe Biden says he wants to show China and Russia that the US and Europe are still tight allies.
Strengthening the alliance, make it clear to Putin and to China that Europe and the United States are tight and the G7 is going to move.
Joe Biden has a major legislative success under his belt as he heads to Europe. The American Senate has passed a technology bill. It aims to invest $200 billion in American tech. The idea is to end Washington's dependence on Chinese technology. This proved to be costly during the pandemic when the supply chains were disrupted. Beijing has denounced the move as Cold War mentality. Many experts, in fact, are also calling this the start of an alliance-building campaign. They say Joe Biden is reviving the Western alliance. This time, the big threat is China and not Russia. Nonetheless, all eyes will be on his meeting with Vladimir Putin in Geneva. The two countries have a long list of differences, including regarding cyber attacks, election interference, as well as human rights issues. Both sides are realistic about their goals, though they are not expecting any breakthroughs.
Никаких завышенных ожиданий, никаких иллюзий о том, что грядут некие прорывы. Но есть объективная необходимость, конечно же, в обмене мнениями на высшем уровне о том, какие угрозы видят Россия и Соединенные Штаты как две крупнейшие ядерные державы на международной арене. И сам факт разговора двух лидеров ведущих ядерных держав, безусловно, важен, и мы всячески поддерживаем такой настрой наших американских коллег.
And joining us on the broadcast this minute is our correspondent Susan Teherani, getting us more on these developments. Susan, the American president has already made his intention clear. He sent out a strong message to both Russia and China. But at the same time, we're looking forward to this meeting that will be held between Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin. What's on agenda? Do we have any formal announcement on part of the American leadership?
So the president and the White House have made very clear that expect a lot of foreign policy for America's middle class. So we do know that whatever discussion is going to be made, whether it's in Europe or statements made with Vladimir Putin, it's really going to be aimed at advancing America's interests. And one of those issues that the American people will be watching very closely will be to see how Joe Biden will transform the rhetoric that he's been advancing against Russia into practical discussion and practice, notably regarding ransomware, regarding cyber attacks which U.S. intelligence have constantly said that is coming from Russia, and they believe that anything that does happen in Russia has to come from the top, albeit that Moscow has denied these claims. So there's going to be a lot of talk about cybersecurity issues. There's going to be a lot of talk about the issue of Ukraine and energy. Energy is a huge part, considering the fact that Biden's predecessor, Donald Trump, really tried to make America energy independent, and then now we have this issue with the Nord Stream 2 and Germany and here back at home, Joe Biden decided to cut the Keystone Pipeline of its construction. So Americans are really going to be watching that to see, how that's going to be moving forward as well. So those are the issues that we're expecting. Whether we're going to see a major breakthrough out of this discussion, it's yet to be seen. However, it's going to be very important of how America and this administration is going to really set its tone when it comes to Russia, not just in its rhetoric, but also in practice as well.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.